Hey, friends, it's Paula. I'm so excited to be here with you today. I hope you have a pen and paper because this topic is going to be amazing. You're going to want this. Most of the time, we have our sales process, the things that we do to sell, it's just up here. There's not really a process. So if you have a process, I'd love for you to drop it below and tell me what your process is, like the steps in your process. You can even list those out below. Let me know if you're joining me live or on the replay. And let me know if you have any questions about anything that I'm talking about today. Welcome into the Direct Selling Success Show, where we teach you simple systems and strategies to take your business to the top in the online space. I'm Paula Baker, your direct sales mentor, and today it's all about mapping out your sales success to create a winning sales process. So drop success below if you're ready for this information. And we're going to map out a path for your sales success with clear, actionable sales process steps that you can start implementing today. And then once you have this implemented, you can teach it to team members, whether you have some now or whether you have some that are coming. You can teach this process to your future team, and it's repeatable. You'll be able to pick it up again and again, and you're not going to lose people. People are not going to fall through the cracks because you're doing the same steps over and over and over again. Let me just check to make sure I'm seeing everything I need to see. Okay, yes, it looks like we're good. Okay, so let's first talk about the importance of having a sales process. Grab that pen and paper. You're not going to want to miss this because this is huge for your business. You need a system for this. And if you don't have one, today is the day to get this in place. So the importance of a sales process. First, let's talk about why having a sales process is so important. A sales process is a series of steps that you follow again and again and again to guide your prospects from initial contact to closing the sale. So you're going to take them from you very first meet them, however you meet them, to taking them through your process to closing the sale, booking an appointment with them, getting them on your team if that's what you're growing, if you're growing a team. How do you take them through that process? And do you have a set system that you follow every single time with every single prospect? That's what this is all about. So your process is going to help you stay organized. It's going to help you stay consistent. It's going to help you stay focused, and it's going to help you get more results over and over and over again. Plus, it's going to make it easier to track your progress and identify areas that you need to improve. We all need a little bit of improvement, right? So this is going to help you identify that. So let's talk about the steps to create your winning sales process. We're going to break it down so that you can create it today. You can start implementing this today. We're going to go through each step in a little bit of detail so you can map out your own process by the end of today's live. So step one is all about prospecting. You've got to find those leads. So whether that's in your Facebook group or whether you have a list of contacts that you haven't gone through in a while, you need to pull that out and go back through them. By the way, you need to have all your contacts in one location, in one place. And a CRM, a customer relationship management tool, is a great place for you to collect all those leads, those contacts, your team members, your potential team members, all the things. No matter where you're gaining leads from, they need to be in one place. So this first step, prospecting, is pulling all these lists together. And then how do I find new potential customers, new potential leads that could potentially be a customer or a team member? Here's how you do that. You first have to know your ideal customer, your dream client. Know who you're targeting, know who you're looking for. If you're going to buy a car, I can promise you're going to start to see more of those cars on the road. So, because you get what you focus on. It's what your brain is looking for. So you have to know who this dream client is, and you have to narrow it down so that your brain starts to look for this person everywhere, whether it's social media, in person, wherever it is. You're going to start to look for and find more of your dream client. So you want to create a profile, if you will. This is your very first thing you're going to do today, is you're going to figure out who your dream client is. Take a sheet of paper and brain dump who your dream client is based on interests, hobbies, pain points, struggles. What are they into? What do they hate? What do they love? Do they have a family? Do they not? Do they have children? Do they not? What is it? What do they do for a living? All of the things about your ideal dream client so that you can know who you're looking for. That's part one of what you're going to do today. Then, once you know this, I want you to get really, really good at looking for this person on Facebook. You can join some groups where your person might be hanging out. You can also look for your person on in your friends and followers list. There are customers there, there's team members there, maybe that you haven't even talked to yet. So you want to use what you already have before you jump out and go do other things. So here's some places where you can look, but I want you to really look at getting your profile and your Facebook group set up immediately to make sure you're drawing in those dream clients. First, you could use social media, like we've just said, networking events, referrals, direct outreach to clients that you already have or people that you know from different organizations that you're a part of. Start reaching out to people to find those dream clients. There's a whole process to that as well. You want to qualify your leads. Now, you may have been told that everybody is your client, but I can tell you that they're not. So you want to qualify your leads. Ensure that those people that you're looking for and talking to have a genuine interest in what you have to offer. It may be that they're not sure that they need what you have yet, but they have the pain point that you have the result for. You can solve their problem. And so you have to talk about the pain point and the struggle to attract them to you so that you have an opportunity to tell them that you can solve their problem. And then they have the potential to become a customer and buy from you or join your team. So I have an example for you. Let's say you're selling skincare products. Y'all know I've been in the beauty industry for 28 years. So we're going to use that as an example. Your ideal customer might be a woman aged 25 to 45 who has interest in beauty and skincare. They want to look put together, but they don't have a lot of confidence. That's my person. You can find them in Facebook groups, beauty forums, and at any local beauty events in your area. So look up specific events that may be connected to beauty or fashion or things like that. That's just an example of what you can do to find that dream client. Step 2 is making that initial contact with that person. What happens when you do that? Once you have your prospect, the next step is to make some initial contact with them. So first, you want to personalize your approach. Reach out with a personalized message or an introduction that speaks to their needs and their interest. What is it that they're looking for? You want to give them what they want and then talk to them about what they need once they are connected to you. You want to build rapport. Start a conversation, ask questions, and get to know your prospect. Take notes. I take notes about everything, doctor's visits, church, people that I'm talking to. Take notes because you can't remember it all. So take notes so that you can use what they're saying to you in your content. Don't just jump straight to the sale. I want you to get to know this person and find out what their struggles and their pain points are. You want to present value to them first. I want you to look at it as 80-20, 80% value, 20% selling in your conversations, in your group, in your events that you do. Everything 80-20. Show them how your product can solve their problem or improve their life. I'm going to say that again. I want you to show them how your product can solve their problem or improve their life. That's first and foremost. Before you even tell them you have what they want, you're going to talk about the problem and how you can solve it. Not that product, but what is the way that you can solve the problem? Don't just go to the product. Example, you could send a friendly message introducing yourself and mentioning how you noticed their interest in skincare. Maybe this is someone you met in a group. Give them a quick tip or benefit about your product that can address a common skincare concern. Step 3, I want you to analyze their needs. The third step is understanding your prospect's needs. This is crucial for offering the right solutions. You want to offer the right things that they're looking for, because if you don't, there's a disconnect and they're going to go away. They're not going to be connected to you. So you want to really dig into what is it that they need. Talk to them. You're going to ask open-ended questions when you're talking with someone. You could do this as a piece of content on your social media. You could put it in an email. Definitely in your conversations. This needs to be part of all your conversations all the time. Encourage your prospects to tell you their needs, their challenges, and their goals. It's not just about you telling them what you think they need. It's about you listening to them and then tailoring your solutions, your bundle, your product, what you offer to what their problems are. I want you to actively listen. Again, take notes, pay close attention to their responses, take lots of notes. Identify those pain points and those struggles. Understand what they're going through, what bugs them, what problems they're facing that they need to solve. If they did that, it would make their life easier or better. What is that? So here's an example of that. Ask questions like, what's your biggest skincare challenge right now? Or what products have you tried before that worked or didn't work? And what did you like or dislike about them? Listen very carefully to what they tell you and take notes. I can't say that enough. Step 4, I want you to present your solution. Now that you understand their needs, it's going to be easier for you to present the solution that solves their problem because you now understand what they need. Tailor your presentation, whether it's on Zoom, in person, whatever it may be, whether you're live on in your group or on your profile. I want you to customize it to address and speak to their specific needs and pain points. Highlight the benefits of what your product could offer, not telling them what the product is, but just the benefits. Focus on the benefits and the outcomes that your product offers them, not just the features, but the benefits. What's going to be like once they have this problem solved? What is their skin going to feel like 6 weeks from now, for example? Focus on those results, and you're going to have people paying attention. Use testimonials whenever you can, and you should have this on your daily list of things to do in your conversation. When you're talking to someone who tells you that they love what you've been doing with them, they love working with you, they love your product, ask them to give you a testimonial, a success story that you can use to tell others about what you do. That is so huge. So if your prospect struggles with dry skin, highlight how your moisturizing product works, its unique ingredients, and share a testimonial from a satisfied customer who got similar or great results. That's going to be social proof, and it's going to help you in the future get more results yourself. Then make sure you're handling objections. Those are going to come up. We can't make everybody happy. There's going to be times when things just don't go right. So I want you to make sure you're ready to handle those objections when they happen. Number 1, stay calm and positive. Don't get defensive. Listen to their concerns and acknowledge what they're telling you. Provide clear answers. Offer those honest answers to their questions that maybe they weren't expecting, but be very genuine and very honest in your answers. And then reinforce the value that they're getting. Remind them of the benefits and how your product meets their needs. Maybe they have in their mind a way that it's not really the way it is. So you have to paint that picture and reinforce and remind them of what the value is from working with you and your product. So if a prospect is concerned about the price, explain the value they're getting, the quality of the ingredients, and the positive results other customers have experienced. Step 6 is closing your prospect. So now that you've done all this work, it's time to close smoothly. How do you do that? Summarize the benefits, recap those key benefits and how they address your prospect's needs. Ask for them for the sale. Use a clear, confident closing statement like, are you ready to start seeing the benefit of our product? And there where it says benefit, you put the specific benefit that your product is going to do for them. What is it that you solve for them? Put that in the blank there. Are you ready to start seeing the blank of our products, the benefits of the products? Provide next steps. Explain what happens next, whether it's placing an order, setting up a delivery, or booking that follow-up appointment. Summarize how your product will solve their dry skin issue, and then say, are you ready to get started on your journey to more hydrated skin? Do you see how I took that benefit and turned it into something that they would be like, yes, I'm ready? Step 7 is the follow-up, and this is the final step. It's crucial for building long-term relationships. So how do you do it? You want to check in regularly. We know this, right? But sometimes we don't. So you need a system in your sales process to make sure you're doing those check-ins and those follow-ups. Follow up with your customers. This is going to ensure they are satisfied with their purchases, and you're going to keep them longer. Provide ongoing support, offer tips, additional resources, and be available to answer any questions that they might have. Plug them into some systems where you constantly feed them and give them value. and ask for referrals in that follow-up. Encourage them to refer friends and family to you. So a week after the purchase, send a message asking how their products are working, if they're enjoying them, if they're having any questions or issues, and let them know about any upcoming promotions or new products that you have or new things that you want to offer them. And that's basically it. When you follow these steps, you'll be well on your way to creating a winning process that you can repeat over and over and over again and get results better and bigger than ever before. Remember, it's all about staying organized, being customer focused, and continuously improving your approach. And if you found this helpful today, my friends, make sure to implement these steps and make sure to tell others about your experience. Invite them to come and join us here in the Direct Sellers Collective. And don't forget to tune in next week because we're going to keep digging into your sales process and what you can do to put this in place with tips and strategies to grow your business and take it to the top. If you want more info on how I can help you implement your sales process using a CRM, drop CRM below. I'd love to tell you more about that. Thanks for joining me today, my friends. Have a happy Tuesday, and I'll see you again next time right here on the Direct Selling Success Show.